listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trill? Yours? We bite.
I was saying, does it feel good to be back and say that again?
We bite. Shout. We bite.
We back, short.
We bite. Shout.
Shout it.
Thank y'all for joining the Truth Be Told podcast. Yes. After a hiatus, it's your boy Big UU in this thing.
Your partner Riffa.
Black Todd is in this thing. Still ain't introducing himself.
Still don't give a fuck about it either.
This is episode 177.
Black Todd is unbothered.
We didn't remember the episode number before we came on. Riffa did.
This guy.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you leave some likes and comments.
Yes, comment. Keep it
5-star reviews.
Keep it cool.
Right. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, trillmatic.com/YouTube.
Yes.
What's up to YouTube community? Sorry we've been gone. I know some of y'all knew, like, where these big niggas go? Damn.
Sorry.
We back, bitch.
We wanted to see how many of y'all really cared.
A couple people came out, said some things. Now, also I want you guys to know that we are, officially opening a Facebook group. Anybody can join. All right. The link will be in the description of this podcast on your favorite podcast player. Just click on there, join. There will be hip hop discussions.
Yes.
You can, talk shit about some of our, thoughts and our ramblings on this podcast. Keep that shit civil. All right.
Yeah. You can't get kicked out the group. Yeah,
you could. I'm just thinking about the Destiny's Child.
We have the power.
It didn't make it.
Damn, dog.
Latoya Lucky.
Oh, shit.
Look, he said you can't get kicked out the group. Listen, don't act like Beyonce didn't say that to her.
Yeah,
she's like, listen, straighten up. You can get kicked out the group.
You know, she said tighten up. Tighten up.
She did. Tighten up.
Tighten up,
son.
But yeah, man, so y'all can go join that. Just check the link out in the description.
Straight up.
How y'all feel, man? Y'all happy to be back?
Fuck yeah. I didn't know what to do with my life without this.
I did. Sleep, nigga, sleep.
Yeah, for real though.
It's been what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was 2.
It's supposed to be 1 week, but it turned into 2 weeks. It's all good though. You know what I mean? Where y'all want to start, man? I know there's a lot that we missed. We're probably going to gloss over some.
Perfect place to start.
You got a perfect place to start?
Perfect place to start.
We're probably going to gloss over some of the older shit, but, you know, be a little more current.
Yeah. We, this isn't the usual week. You know, I come in, I do my research, I keep track of what's going on. I don't have much this week, but I do know where we should start here. It's only right, gentlemen. They say all good things come to an end. Ready for this?
Meg Thee Stallion isn't rapping anymore or twerking anymore?
How is that good?
You said all good things come to an end.
No.
All right. Whatever.
Don't say that.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Thank God.
It is official.
The streak is over.
Listen, okay, so on the whiteboard, we have RIP Old Town Road. When did it fall?
This week.
This week?
How many did it make?
The numbers came out.
18 or 19?
Finally, I think it was 20. 19 or 20.
Damn. That's still a long time, though. Congratulations.
Yeah,
finally got jumped by Bad Guy by Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Damn. But they was like, shit, how do we get this? No, shout out to Lil Nas X, man. That's a long run. You know what I mean?
The longest run.
Now it's a shout out.
Hey, the longest run. So
it's the longest run ever, but I have to give him props for that.
That's what people have to strive for. They got to strive for a hit like Old Town Road.
That's probably not going to be done for a while, man.
It's going to be a good minute.
That's going to be tough.
Isn't it?
That's a long time.
It's not going to. It's probably not going to be a hip hop song either.
It's probably. I don't know what the fuck it's going to be.
Country song. That's what it's a little mix.
I don't know what I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be. I don't think there's anything that can come out and last that long. Not for a long time, man. It's gonna be
the Thanos is gonna come out with an album, the Avengers album,
the Avengers remastered, revisited. With your famous Thanos quotes. Yeah, that would be dope.
That would be dope. I'd buy it.
How you feeling, man? You were a big Lil Nas X.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
Big fan of his.
Recording the news.
You love the song.
I was just the Old Town Road correspondent. You know what I mean?
Every time,
I'm just doing my job.
Every time you left here, after every show we did, you write off.
While
you definitely streamed it.
I was streaming while we were recording.
I had it on repeat.
I had it on repeat.
Always.
Oh damn. Oh man. But no man. Shout out to Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
I'm more interested to see what happens next
In his career.
Yes.
I feel you. That's me too. I was about to say that. I was like, I wonder if he's going to be able to. He won't be able to duplicate that, but is he going to last? Is he going to stay around?
If he does duplicate that, even if he got another song that did like 8 weeks, that's still massive.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even
Right.
forget last time. I just want to see if you have another hit.
Oh yeah, that's
another number one.
You're right.
It didn't have to be another number one. I mean, just do you have something that can, climb the charts, get out to stick around a while?
Yeah, actually
That's
stay
hard.
there for a while. Yeah. Even if
He's gonna have to
top
pivot,
5.
man. If I was him, I would just pivot into some whole other shit. I would. He had his run. It's time to move on. You know what I'm saying?
Right into that sunset.
Yeah. Just start a gaming YouTube channel.
Yeah. For real.
I mean, I don't know. It's getting the movies, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe start producing some TV
Next
shows.
week's gonna be back at number one.
Yeah.
Watch.
That'll be some shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to him. So,
I already forgot what I wrote up there. What's it say?
yo, are there black people that's running the social media for Popeyes and Chick-fil-A right now? Did they just hire a bunch of black people?
What was going on?
So,
For
do you want to explain what's going on,
explain
Tarifa?
this to me.
We've been waiting on this a while now. We heard it was coming. Popeyes came out with the spicy chicken sandwich. And people have been running, not walking, to Popeyes to get this sandwich.
Yeah.
They've been loving this sandwich. They've been sharing with social media how much they love this sandwich.
A lot of rave reviews.
A lot of rave reviews.
It's delicious.
And
I want one now.
It's the best of all worlds for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A, obviously the number one in the chicken sandwich world.
Right.
It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. I saw on Twitter today they posted something about chicken, pickles, bun, good, whatever.
Yeah.
Popeyes commented said, "Y'all good?
Y'all good?" With the question mark? I seen that too.
Damn.
And
Yeah.
people were
And
quick
then
to point out. They said, "And
Shots
Popeyes open on Sunday." I was like,
Right. And then I seen Wendy's came out and was like, "Y'all fools." Words from Wendy's. Y'all fools over here arguing about being the second place chicken sandwich. And they put a picture of their chicken sandwich.
Hey, remember, Wendy's came out with an album.
Wendy's did come out with an album.
and
they got
dropped
bars.
the spicy chicken
got
nuggets on
bars.
them like a week or two ago.
They
too.
They
got
did
bars.
too. What's up with the? What's this? There's something connected with that. The
Well, that's
spicy
been
chicken
coming
sandwich,
back for a while
I know
now.
because Chance
Yeah.
was like pushing it, and it kind of blew up, and it came back finally. Yeah. But why did they come out at the same time?
Yeah.
It's conspiracy, man. I'm just saying. All right, just pay attention. All right, you putting out 2 spicy chicken items. Nigga, Trump is doing something. We need to look and see what he's doing right now, okay? I am distracted.
What is in this chicken?
Right.
What are you pumping into this chicken?
Nah, man, I haven't had the chicken yet. Have y'all had the chicken sandwich yet?
I had it yet. But
You know you haven't had it. Yeah. You haven't had it yet? You don't want it? You a Chick-fil-A all day?
I never get spicy anything. So.
Oh, what?
I do love Chick-fil-A.
You know this about me though.
I know, but you've never had the spicy chicken nuggets?
I don't like
spicy chicken sandwiches. Just nothing.
I don't like spicy. He knows this about me.
Didn't they used to have that at McDonald's too? A little spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah. And y'all be like, oh, you can't taste that. I'm like, no, shit was hot.
It's hot, but it's
It gets a
good
good
hot.
spice.
Hey, look, I've been working. I've been training for 2 years now. I've been slowly moving the spice meter. Okay, I'm getting there.
How close to jalapenos are you?
Okay, let's not carry right now.
See, listen, you know what I had to do with jalapenos? Because I wasn't into jalapenos when I was young. What I had to do was I had to chop the if you chop the jalapenos really fine, I started to like the flavor. The jalapeno flavor is actually really good.
I like the
You
know what I'm
jalapeno cheddar biscuit from Whataburger.
Do they have jalapenos in that? Is it spicy like
good.
that? Okay, all right.
It's good.
That counts. But see, they chop the jalapenos up really fine, like really small, so you're not taking a bunch of jalapeno at one time.
And it's the seeds that bust your ass, right?
Yeah, definitely the seeds.
I think that's why the flavoring's okay, but as long as you don't have seeds all through there. But that reminded me though. So you know how everybody's basically just copying each other with
as far
their
as
menu items.
yeah.
So Burger King, they got tacos now for $1.
I seen that.
Did you see what else they're doing? This one is gonna hit close to home for you. So
For me,
they have a breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
The maple waffle. I was like, I know y'all ain't coming for the McGriddle. Because guess what? It ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
wait. Go on.
Calm down. Relax.
I'm listening.
You got my attention.
Got my attention.
Yeah, I saw a
Continue.
picture of it. I was like, oh, hold on now.
Yeah. I got to look into that.
I'm still waiting on the chicken McGriddle.
It's like,
How quick his loyalty
look
stayed.
into that. That's perfect. Quality shit right there.
Hey man, listen. It's happening in every other field of where people are like, when you everything is all homogenized at this point. So why wouldn't you serve whatever everybody else is serving? Your own version of it.
I guarantee you're going to be in a parking lot.
Okay, that looks interesting.
Protesting with a little picket sign and shit. You're going to be protesting.
It's not going to be as
From
good. It's probably not
McDonald's.
going to be as good as McDonald's McGriddle. But
I'm with you, though. If you want to do that, I'm with you.
just go try it out. Smoke a little something and then do a taste test. Man, but yeah, shout out to fast food.
Yeah.
They're like, these fools been gone 2 weeks. They back here talking about drive-thrus.
Niggas is listening right now like, damn, I'm hungry.
Right?
Thanks.
That spicy chicken sandwich.
Well, go pick up some food while you listen to us.
I never did put the jelly on there like I was supposed to.
I know. See, you, because you're not real. You're not real, bro.
It's not my first choice, but I've done.
Get you that strawberry jelly and put it on your breakfast sandwich,
Strawberry
baby.
jelly?
Grape,
What?
strawberry. Hey, what y'all? Hold on.
Listen.
Here's a question. A good question. A good debate. Peanut butter jelly sandwich. Strawberry or grape?
Great.
Listen, grape is so basic.
I do strawberry.
You gotta go strawberry.
I do strawberry.
Grape is like the bottom level. That's why you got. It's like, all right. It's like, all
Just
right.
not with grape sodas.
If I got jelly,
That's top.
okay, if I got two jellies, it's like, yo, I got a little bit of strawberry jelly, I got a little bit of peach jelly, I got a little bit of grape jelly. What else jelly are we having? Is that it?
That's about it.
I think that's it, right?
You covered it.
It's like, all right, which one do you want? It's like, everybody knows the grape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's just
Boring.
let's just do a little razzle dazzle with the strawberry. You know what I'm saying?
Liven it up.
Some things just
Gives
don't
it a
need to be
little
altered.
extra kick.
So y'all ever?
Peanut butter and jelly.
I know we're talking a lot about food. This is not
The wheel.
Just
Certain
the
things
wheel.
just don't need to be changed.
real talk though. Before we move further into hip hop, there used to be this. There's this jelly peanut butter mix that they sell called
Yes, they
Goobers.
do.
Yes.
Okay, it comes with grape and it comes with strawberry.
I'm happy to have.
I had the first time I ever had the grape one. I was like, "Who would? This doesn't taste good." I didn't fuck with it. Then one day I had the strawberry one. Fucking mind
Top notch.
blown.
Top notch.
It's
I
a
know
whole
they make both
nother.
for Uncrustables too.
Yeah.
Did they? So you like the? Hold on, wait, real quick. You like the strawberry one? Goober?
Strawberry, yeah.
The Goober strawberry? Yeah. That shit is fire.
Great, yeah.
Listen, y'all got to go get that
Sponsored. This show is sponsored by.
shit. Yo, we did already put on Popeyes, Chick-fil-A,
look, we're not
McDonald's,
telling
Burger
them to say
King.
with jelly. I mean jelly, grape jelly. Not would you like strawberry jam? Would you like peach
I didn't say-
preserves?
I didn't
Would
say-
you like, no, jelly,
I didn't say,
which means
I didn't say
grape.
nothing about them
It's
motherfucking
synonymous.
preserves.
It's synonymous.
I ain't say nothing about them motherfucking preserves and no motherfucking
No,
jam.
you done open up that window.
I said
You
strawberry
done opened up
jelly
all these options. No,
and
jelly.
peach jelly.
I found jelly. You know what I'm talking about? Don't hand me that shit.
Take it to a different level.
Yo,
Jam.
get you that strawberry jelly, put it on a biscuit.
That's
I'm telling you,
pancakes
bro.
and crepes.
For real, dog. Jam.
What's jam?
Exactly. That's how I feel with
Nigga,
strawberry
I've
jelly.
never had a motherfucking preserve on my plate.
Preserved jam, strawberry jelly, all in the same boat.
What the fuck is a preserve? I don't even know what a preserve
Everything
is.
goes jelly A,
Oh,
B, all that other shit.
Man, nigga, if you don't get this strawberry jelly, this apple butter, and put on your biscuit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? See?
Go for it.
All right, man. Let's move on, man.
Let's go to the next.
How do we get there?
Nigga, preserve. Listen, hit us up if you had preserves on your motherfucking plate for breakfast.
Don't hit me up.
If you did, just
Tell us about it. We want to
subscribe to the podcast.
Don't
now,
tell me
dog.
about it.
What the fuck is a preserve?
Exactly. What's
Is that
strawberry
like
jelly?
the actual like
See what
fruit
I'm saying?
itself?
See, now you know how I feel.
It's the fruit itself, huh? In like a little substance. That's what they do.
I see. I don't fuck with. Listen,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I don't fuck with crunchy peanut butter either.
Oh, all right. I can fuck with that a little bit.
Fuck with
Sometimes,
it,
but
I prefer to have just a
nice creamy,
creamy peanut
yeah.
butter.
Cause you got strawberry goober to change your life. I promise it's gonna change your life.
It will change your life.
It's gonna change your life,
You'll
bro.
change
Strawberry
your view
goober.
on strawberry.
I guarantee you, if you had that strawberry goober, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck have I been missing?" All right.
You gotta go for it one day. It's not a waste of money. You
It's
won't
definitely
waste
not.
your
I gotta
money.
find
You
the
won't waste your
smallest
money.
jar I can buy.
Speaking of wasting money,
Here you go.
Good segue.
this is a topic that has split the hip hop culture, the sports world, black people, urban culture down into two. Okay, as a whole. We've had enough time to sit with this topic, right? I know you kind of dug into it yourself.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Jay-Z versus Kaepernick. Okay. But not necessarily Jay-Z versus Kaepernick. I don't want to do that because that's not, they're not doing that.
Yeah, it's not what it actually
That's
is.
media that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For those y'all don't know, Jay-Z was linking up with the NFL to produce the halftime show.
Yeah.
Right?
We were talking about it where they said Rock Nation did a deal.
Rock Nation did a deal, right? Yeah. Where they were going to be doing like social justice stuff with the NFL, all this stuff for people, and people from Kaepernick's camp have come out and said, "No, we don't want that shit." People like Jamel Hill has written articles with headlines that said, "Here's how Jay-Z helped to banish Colin Kaepernick from the NFL." Things like this have been coming out, so it's kind of become this thing of Jay-Z is siding with the man,
With the NFL, yeah.
whereas Kaepernick is still out here struggling because he hasn't gotten signed to an NFL team.
Yeah.
Right.
For anyone who wants to
pass
look
up
it
on,
up, just type in Rock Nation enters into long-term partnership with NFL as league's official live music entertainment strategist.
Right.
That's what.
And they're also going to be coming up with like a bunch of programs and all that kind of stuff too. Just so y'all know, Freddie Gibbs came out and said, "Fuck Colin Kaepernick."
Yeah, I saw that. Never seen that.
Which-
Shared that. I was like, what?
When I seen that, I was like, okay, we've crossed over into a different plane of conversation here. I really want to know what y'all think about this.
I mean, that's. I don't know. I mean, I understand where I guess Colin Kaepernick. He's still he was, that whole movement was big and taking the knee and everything, and then it backfired on him, but it definitely brought attention to issues, which was a good thing. But then, supposedly, he took it with the settlement, some shit.
He did have a settlement with the NFL.
People weren't happy with that either. For like a lot of people weren't happy because they're like,
There were some people that were unhappy about that. Yeah.
and so I mean, I don't know. He's not gonna be in the NFL. I mean, he needs to face that fact probably that time is slipping. His better years as an NFL quarterback are passing by.
You think so?
Probably. Is he out there like playing in a different league, staying up to playing like
He's working
contact?
out, but he's not in any leagues.
So
there was another league that asked him to be in the league. I don't know if it was that that new
European or
no that new football
The
with-
one that's already gone, that American Football League or whatever. It was.
is it gone?
Yeah.
Like it's done?
Came
It just didn't last?
Yeah.
like
Or is the
XFL?
season is just over?
No, it's gone.
It's just gone?
Yeah.
God damn.
Just like the NFL dominates that shit.
The shit was doing pretty well, I thought.
I can't remember if it was a money issue or not, but yeah, it was.
It's always gonna be a money issue. Well, I remember. I think one of them asked him to play, and he wanted like, I think like 20 million or 30 million or something like that, which was just
they don't have that.
They just don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't played in the Canadian league. He hasn't really
anything. I mean, he just ain't. You might want to just move on from trying to play in the NFL. If that's what he's trying to do, I don't even know if that's what he's actually trying to do. He's still trying to get in.
Yeah, he's still trying. Yeah.
Right, well,
he's definitely put out like little videos that shows him training and
trying to just stay. People looking at him, make sure that he's to see if someone likes what they see. No.
But so the question is, because there's a lot of people that's like they were boycotting the NFL because Colin Kaepernick wasn't playing for a team. He basically got outed by the NFL, right? But my question is him playing? Is that the end all be all? Like, if he plays, then everybody's cool with the NFL again?
That's a good question. I mean, are everybody gonna be like, all right, cool, we're cool again? You know, like,
all right, about to watch. And also, too, they were already pushing him on the bench and stuff before all this stuff.
He was fucking up on the field.
That's right. You're a 49ers fan.
Yeah.
Right.
He's already fucking up, like not doing good, not playing good. There's just too much shit around him because of all the issues, the controversy and all that shit.
Before that, though.
Before that, he wasn't playing like he actually started going downhill a little bit. Like, he wasn't having the season he had the year before. He started off real bad or some shit like that. From what I remember. I don't remember it exactly. But yeah, he wasn't showing out like he was when he first hopped in. And
that
like,
first season?
Showing
was
out.
that the first season?
The thing is, people knew his scheme at that point. You know, like at that point, they were like, okay, we know what he's going to do. Like, he could only surprise people because he was new. Once they fucking figured it out, did sit downs and like watch film, just pick him apart. So that's why he wasn't working no more. His running around and all that shit.
Well, that happened with what's his face too, the dude who played for Baylor, came from here. RG3,
yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I know his was more of like an injury situation, but when he was good, you know, everybody's like, can't pull that one again.
Nope. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Figured it out.
Yeah.
But how's it Ho's fault that Kaepernick's out? Like, what does Jamil mean when she said?
Well, I think what people who have been going after him is because I think when earlier in this process, he was one of the people kind of standing with the whole thing of, you know, with protesting this or being against that. And a lot of people who are upset with him feel that by him doing this, it, one, is kind of weakens the movement, but two, it gives the NFL someone on their side to be like, see,
right,
he's okay with it. Why are y'all so upset?
Right.
Or someone like they were using Freddie Gibbs as an example and being like, they think the NFL back, good, we got to turn on each other.
Already, yeah.
Get some heat off of us.
Right.
That's true.
Or some people even think the approach of, oh, well, you know, Jay-Z's the representative for black people, so if Jay-Z's okay with it, then, you know, y'all need to be okay with it
everyone
too.
else will fall in line.
Which obviously is not the case, and you have a bunch of different people who have different theories on this. But I think just from what I've been seeing, that's a couple of the reasons people seem to be upset with it. I feel like it kind of undermines a lot of the stuff that they've been fighting against.
So I'm trying not to like let my whole fandom get into the make me biased in the situation. Excuse me. I'm trying to really understand, because when Kaepernick was originally kneeling, it was, from what he stated, was to show the injustices that were happening with police brutality.
Yeah, bring attention to the issues.
Right. He didn't feel like the American flag deserved his standing up. You know what I'm saying?
Because in America, all that shit was happening.
Right. He felt like if all these things are happening under the flag, then I'm going to kneel. Right. Yeah. That was the thing. That was originally the thing.
And everybody saw it as disrespect to the soldiers and all that. Yeah.
Right. Even though he originally got the idea from
a soldier.
from a soldier.
Yeah.
And then there was the whole shit where everybody was like confused, like, well, he listen, he has the right to kneel, but I don't want him to kneel.
Yeah.
Or there would be people that's like, we fought for the right for him to kneel, but don't kneel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of that confusion happening. But now it's kind of like, well, he's not playing. He should be on somebody's team.
He's talented. I mean, he is, but when he's on point.
And that's where the suit and settlement came from, because they were saying, hey, he's been blackballed, owners, there's collusion going on. And that was where the settlement, that was from, hey, I should have a job or be able to have a job. That's why, I'm filing suit. And then you have Eric Reed, who's still in the league, but he was one of the ones kind of alongside him. And he's still taking any now. He's the one that keeps getting drug tested all the time, randomly drug tested all the time.
Right.
He's very upset with Jay-Z. And another guy, I think his last name is Stills. I think he plays for Dolphins. I forget, though. He's also another one very upset with Jay-Z about it.
Right. But at the same time, they're all playing for NFL teams. Mm-hmm. They all getting checks from the NFL. Mm-hmm.
Except Colin.
Not true, because he did get a check from the NFL.
Well, he got HA, yeah. Unless he's getting installments.
But here's the thing, though. That's the thing about the collusion thing, because it was like, all right, I got evidence that says you guys are colluding to not hire me as a quarterback or whatever, even as a backup. Y'all have blackballed me, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
NFL came to him and was like, all right, listen, okay, what do you want?
They settled.
Give us your number.
They settled. They gave him some money.
There's some people that think that they thought if they kept going, they might have lost. We'll never know. But
right.
They settled.
So they give him an undisclosed amount of money. Mm-hmm. People have speculated what the amount is. It's a large sum of money. We don't really know what the amount of money was, but it was enough for Colin to say, all right, cool, I'll take it. I don't know what the amount was.
That'd be ridiculous, because think about, for a NFL contract starter,
right?
How much money do they make? I mean, they make,
for a quarterback,
millions.
Mm-hmm. How much?
Double-digit millions.
How much did your boy make? He ended up getting like the highest contract from the Seahawks.
Oh my God,
Wilson?
It was a lot. I mean,
Wilson,
because he signed a huge extension.
Yeah, like a huge deal, right?
It's definitely double digits.
Right.
I mean, probably in the 20 to 30 range.
For like 4 years or something.
That's like, it's like for 4 years, broke down like,
and that's per year
contract. Yeah, and that's per year. Yeah,
right.
So, how many years has he been out? He probably did some kind of math of like how much he probably would have made, if he was at a certain level, not necessarily the top, but not the bottom. Something that is doable, and then he just asked for that money. Maybe
you also have people who were upset with Nike because they decided they signed Kaepernick to a deal. No. There's people who were mad at them saying, well, y'all are selling guns to both sides.
That's what they did. That's
you
what Nike
have that
does.
sponsorship, but you're also doing this,
right?
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, not to make light of it, they were like, okay, whatever.
It's like, you gonna buy these stocks or not?
Never.
You know what I'm saying? But look at these stocks, though,
like,
nigga.
Nice shoes.
Did you see the new Cowboys jersey? But again, not to joke
no,
on it,
but for real, that's how
really
Nike
what
was.
It was. And then,
excuse me, just do it, nigga.
And then Jay-Z, what he was saying with this was, I'm not against the kneeling or bringing attention to it. He's just saying he's ready for another, the next call
step.
To action, the next step.
Right.
He says there has to be something else. So I can see where, in his mind, he may be thinking, okay, to see improvement, to see change, you need to have someone
on the inside. Straight up, yeah.
You have to have change
for a voice.
The inside as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can see what he's saying.
Who else better to do that than Hope? I'm just asking.
That's real. That's real. Who else better?
Who else do we take that can do that? Is it Diddy?
Like I told you at work, I think that partnership happened for a couple reasons. From him, when they look at him, you would see someone, okay, this is someone that has far wide reach, influence,
yeah,
money, business power, industry power,
respect
amongst
peers,
knowledge
and
of all that.
Yes, someone's been around for a while, but I can also see why the NFL may think he's a safe choice. Because when's the last time we heard about him related to anything crazy?
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Eliminate.
I was gonna say not including
Elevator.
The elevator.
Not including the relationship problems, which those are tied together.
You're just talking about like just like social things, right?
It's not a bunch of shit that you see that they would be like scared to partner with him. And so some people say, well, what about Diddy? I honestly believe, and not say they're right in this belief, but I think they're a little more scared of Diddy than Ho.
Really?
I think they may think he's a little more of a loose cannon.
Okay. Diddy would get a little. He would get a little wild about shit.
Especially when they talk. You remember before when they were talking about
the party.
All those people trying to get together and to buy like the Panthers or something.
Okay,
he was one of the ones in that, and I can see them being like, "Oh no." Mm-mm.
Okay, but here's the thing though. He comes out and he says, when was that? Like 2017, right? He comes out and tweets out, "Yo, I want to buy the Panthers." Right? A bunch of people retweeted him, tweeted him, and was like, "I want in." It was Steph Curry. All these people, including Kaepernick, right? Which this is what bothers me because so you're cool with getting in on ownership under Diddy, right? Buying a NFL team, okay? But you're not cool with, and this was during that time. When was this collusion settlement? When was that? That had to have been around was it last year? Mm-hmm. So so you hadn't even gotten a settlement from the NFL yet for the collusion, right? I don't know the timeline, but either way it goes, whether it's before or after, right?
You still wanted to be in on it.
You still wanted to be in on it, right? This is apparently like an organization that you feel like is...
I don't think he hates the NFL. I think his issue is that, like, you guys are blackballing me.
Okay.
Or trying to prevent us from protesting in a way that is calm, peaceful, not hurting anybody. Mm-hmm. And we should be able to, which he has a very valid point.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's his issue.
But they're not stopping anybody from kneeling.
Technically, no. But
they stopped him.
Once he wasn't signed, they got him out of there. They keep drug testing other dude trying to catch his ass. They you know, you have owners saying one thing, like, I'm not gonna let anybody do with that, you know.
Right, Jerry Jones.
They were never going to let those guys get an NFL team. The other owners were never going to let that happen.
That's a possibility. You're right. You might be right.
But like I said,
But now that Jay is in there, could that happen? Is there a possibility that can happen?
I still think it's far off, just because they don't want it to happen.
Listen, you don't know about. Listen, Hove owned.
I know we're getting to talk about they now.
Wait. Listen, Hove owned. What was it like 0.05%, like a small percentage of the Nets, and had enough influence to get them to move the shit to fucking Brooklyn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And change the entire organization, right? I don't know what he did or what. Right, yeah. I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying, or what he said, or what kind of game he got.
There's people mad at him about that too.
There are people that mad at him about the gentrification happening around it. Yeah. But I mean, that's anytime you bring money to an area, that's going to happen. I mean, like that might have been him not understand. He probably was really honestly just out of the.
They were mad about people got displaced from their homes and all that. But again,
I mean, it's
no. I get what you're saying.
All I'm saying is that, like, as far as that is concerned, that's a lot of influence. I believe that Jay-Z has the influence that he can walk into a room full of these white owners and be like, you know we need. But we need the Panthers, baby, and I'm pretty sure I think he can get it done.
But you know, one of the main reasons I think people are also upset with him is because just this last year he was one of the people telling people you shouldn't perform at the Super Bowl because of
with
this.
Travis Scott.
Yeah,
you shouldn't perform in there because of this.
JD when he
was there were several people that he said shouldn't perform in the Super Bowl because of what's going on. Right. So I can understand why turning around doing something like this might really rub somebody the wrong way.
Right. This was also during the time though when everybody was like boycotting the NFL. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And at the time, he seemed like he was supportive and having a big name like that is always important to any type of movements. But I mean, I can see why if you're someone that big on no, you shouldn't perform, which that is a massive opportunity for an artist.
Right. For a lot of people.
For you to turn that down is a very big deal. Mm-hmm. But if the person that tells you should turn it down because of what's happening to a year later, turn around and go into a partnership, I can see why you might be like, man, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I can see why someone would be upset with that.
I guess my main question is, like, what's the end goal?
Yeah.
What's the end goal of the kneeling?
Well, I think even if he was playing, he was still going to kneel.
Oh, Kaepernick?
A couple people in the league still are.
Yeah. He probably.
But I mean,
still.
how? Like even then,
I
when
think
it was,
his
when
end
it,
goal is being on a roster.
Now,
Kaepernick.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's. I think the issue is that it's literally that's not what it originally was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at first it was let's bring.
Well, yeah,
awareness,
he's like, I'm
right?
going to kneel because of this.
Well, see,
Right.
No
Which a lot of
then people
awareness
like,
came to it. But
we don't like that you're doing that.
No one's talking
well, I'm
about
gonna
the
keep
awareness
doing it.
part of it anymore. Everyone's talking about him just being able to play. It all
right.
It all
It's like
masked,
it shifted.
It masked the actual problem.
Well, I think that's why people got behind him, because they was doing that, and so he was doing that, and okay, it was bringing awareness to that issue, but
Yeah, it was.
they're like, well, we don't like it. And so eventually when he ended up not being on the roster, now people are like, we're supporting that, but we're getting behind him too because they're doing him wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I mean, he's still not on the roster. I think if he could be on the roster, he would. And of course, you know, Roger Goodell says in his meeting, oh, any team's allowed to sign him. Well, of course, you can't say the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd be, you'd be liable and guilty of everything.
So you think
be
that he's
out of
still
there.
like a y'all think he's still like a high quality quarterback and should be in the NFL?
I just think that people don't want the circus that is, you know, that comes around it. You know what I'm saying? Like all the issues. Like you have to. It's almost like
that's what people in a weird position.
Yeah, well, it's like, remember when Mike Vick ended up came back and played for the Eagles, I believe, or like when they first did it, everyone was kind of nervous, thinking like, oh shit, they're taking a chance because nobody else wanted to, and
right.
It takes one of those coaches or one of those owners or, you know, a team that is willing to roll the dice or maybe even take, you know, roll the dice to just see if maybe it's going to work out or maybe we'll just have a bad season that's crazy. And, you know,
I could also see how there's some, let's say he came to the team. Let's say he went to the Saints,
yeah.
right? And you have players on there that, you know, because of course that becomes like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kaepernick's kneeling. How do you feel about that?
Your
I
whole
feel like you
team.
shouldn't kneel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's disrespectful. Then you have that in the locker
Tension.
room. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Between coaches and players.
It separates
And
the
then-
team.
It does. I'm not saying that it should, because I believe that he has the right to kneel. You see what I'm saying? But I could also see how there's other people that's like, yo, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right or whatever, but that's going to come along with it, right?
does.
Well, you know what the owners are looking at is fans. They're looking at numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to piss off their fan base. They don't want to They don't want to see fans saying,
They don't see empty
"Oh,
stadiums.
this happens. I'm not coming to the game."
Empty stadiums.
That's the funny thing, because it's like the NFL
All
was
that
being boycotted
revenue.
by two groups. It was the people that were like, fuck that, I'm riding with Kaepernick, and then the other group was, fuck that, if you let Kaepernick do
Come
this
back
shit,
in,
then I'm
yeah.
out of here.
Yep.
You have both of those groups boycotting the NFL at the exact same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who wins?
Who do you cater to? You know? Who do you?
That's
who
the
do you
most. It's the most controversial
Right.
shit.
Straight
you know
up.
what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Even now, after all this time, it's still a thing where it really is to me. I believe it does come down to a matter of perspective on things. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you race bias aside,
right?
Starter maybe not. I definitely think he could be a backup on somebody's team now.
Backup where?
Bummy backups out there.
Give me a bummy backup.
Oh, dude, I'm not going to pretend to know everybody's roster right now, but there's definitely. I mean,
It's too early.
There's some bums out there.
Backup to Dak.
You would want him.
Who is
wouldn't you?
y'all's backup?
I don't know, nigga.
He would want him. He's like, put him on Dallas.
No, put him on the Patriots. Shit. I mean, I just don't know, man. I
may never play.
I feel like
Robert
people.
Kraft ain't never going to let that happen.
Fuck no, he wouldn't.
I feel like people gotta
Say
let.
our logo has red, white, and blue.
I feel like people gotta let Jay work, man. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I say that is because Jay has been proven, and some people will look at this and say no, he hasn't. Some people look at this and be like, he's a snake, he's a whatever, right? That's just I said, that's just a matter of perspective. But I feel like he has done a lot for hip hop, the culture. even Black Lives Matter. A lot of people didn't know that he was out there bailing out people, all the Black Lives people that was going to jail. He was putting his own money up and bailing those people out of jail. There's a lot of stuff that he's been doing, man, just like with prison reform and all this stuff. I just kind of feel like he has a record of like doing things. Even this whole thing where people are talking about how he's invested in the company that has GPS for the ankle monitors or whatever, but he invests in that company, but then there's also all the programs that go along with it, which keeps track of, make sure everybody is doing everything they're supposed to, making sure, you know what I'm saying? Just actually caring about the actual the people, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they just they put the shit on you and be like, one slip up, nigga, you back in. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this
don't cross this line.
Right. And so like some people look at it as, oh, he's just trying to line his pockets. Other people look at it as like, well, you know, it's almost like keeping a watchful eye on the homies. Like, yo, I'm making sure that you don't wild the fuck. I'm making sure they can't get you. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of perspective. You know what I'm saying? And how you look at it. You know what I mean? But I honestly believe that we should let him work. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that he's gonna go in there and like fuck everybody up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my.
I think. Let the man do his thing. When has he failed us? Like, what has he done that people are like, that was horrible, Jay-Z?
That ether.
Oh, God.
Hurt the brand. Ether hurt the brand, all right?
Well, it did.
I guess time will tell. I mean, I know that's an answer nobody wants to hear, but he's not going to come out next week and go, oh, well, you know, guys, I'm not going to do it after all.
That'll be really fucked up.
Is wielding a heavy hammer on a lot of people, and it works a lot of times.
That's true.
This isn't going to be one of those.
No. Jay-Z's like, I don't care.
And listen, if Beyonce is going to like do that shit.
Exactly. He's like,
Beyonce's like, do it, boom.
You remember when people got mad at her for putting on that Beto hat?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. That's some shit, bro. It doesn't matter what you do, man. Like, it's always going to be people pissed.
It's always going to be split down. Not necessarily 50-50, but you're going to have the hate and the love. So
this is basically Magneto in Professor X. Professor X is like, no, we could work with humans. Magneto was like, fuck that shit. I hate him.
He always fucking like, he'll say okay and they'll turn on him, try to kill him.
But they had the same mind state, man. They were after the same goal. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Let time tell.
I said I can understand both sides, but I guess we'll see.
Exactly. I sympathize with both, I guess.
Well, let's move on. Let's move on to UFC with Riffa.
Oh shit!
Talk to the people.
Riffa's corner.
I'm in the corner.
Into the octagon,
and we're not throwing it. And we're not throwing in any white towels.
Yo, Into the Octagon with Riffa. It's fire.
Is there a show called Into the Octagon or something? I don't know.
No, it's one now.
It's one now.
File that trademark quick.
Hey, we need to because we might actually make an off podcast of UFC shit. Why not?
Right.
We've talked about it before.
What was going on in the world of ultimate fighting?
We had some great fights. Did you end up watching them?
Only clips.
Only clips?
Yeah.
We can watch them on here after.
Yeah.
I have them. I ended up, like, last minute ordering that shit. Me, my pops, and my brother. And we watched that shit. And some great fights. They had the Yoel Romero and Paulo Costa. That was some heavy swinging. Like, them guys are monsters. Like, some people, like, I forgot what how they say it exactly, but they say, like, they're like perfect specimens. That's how they say it, because they're fucking they're like great shape.
Anytime a nigga said perfect specimen, you gotta watch them.
Yeah. Hey, well, Yoel Romero, everyone suspected, like, he's 42 years old right now, and the dude he fought was 28. You know what I'm saying? And he held his own like a motherfucker. He ended up losing, but it was controversial because it could have went either way. A lot of people in the crowd thought that Yoel Romero won. But he's 42 years old. A lot of people speculate, he has to be on steroids at some point, this, that, whatever. Well, he ended up failing like a drug test or whatever.
Oh, so he popped up on the piss test?
So he ended up popping, and then he said, well, I'm fighting this, because I didn't
fight anyways. That's the type of shit niggas with steroids.
He sued the company.
That Where the Swiss test came from?
With the tainted supplement he had been taking, because supposedly it was a tainted supplement. He kept saying that's what it was. He's like, it had to be that. He's like, they said it's good. Sued them, whatever. Took him to court. $27 million.
He won $27 million?
He won 27. He don't have to fight anymore. But
how much was he getting in the fight?
He didn't not know $27 million.
A couple $100,000?
Probably. Maybe even
Side note, Andrew Yang is the only presidential candidate that cares about MMA fighters. Go on. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I'll send you some stuff on that.
Send me some. Yeah. But yeah, so that was a great fight though. I mean, they went the distance. No one finished each other. Everyone thought the hits that they were taking from each other, someone was going to get knocked out. Didn't happen. Close at the beginning, they both knocked each other down at the beginning with, like, I guess the heavy hands that you come in fresh right at the beginning. But after a while, they were just beating up each other. Then we had Nate Diaz and the return of Nate Diaz. He's been on for like 3 years. And
could you
Anthony Showtime Pettis.
I didn't see this fight. Did Nate Diaz get whooped?
Oh, on the contrary, it was the opposite.
It was the opposite? So he came back after 3 years and gave him that work?
And he broke down Pettis. Pettis he's a beast. He was they were going at it back and forth, but after a while, Nate was just too much. Pettis was throwing shit that normally, I guess, would take other people down. Nate's still in his face. Nate's a fucking warrior. He don't fucking quit. There is no quit in Nate. And
I would just think that after 3 years, man, people would you would slow down. You miss a step. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, he doesn't stop. He does marathons. That's what they call it, ring rust, octagon rust, whatever. But that's what doesn't stop. Like, he stays doing marathons, stays in the gym, just working out, constantly sparring different wrestlers, fighters, all types of shit. He's always active. So that's why people you can't contend with that type of stamina. You know, he can go the distance. Even if he starts looking tired, I guess he kind of slows down to regain energy for a later round. Because it looked like he got tired after a while, and then later on, he all of a sudden picked it back up.
This nigga had a sensu beam.
Dragon Ball Z, I take.
Yeah, when took his glove,
it's just like,
and it's done. And he's back on it.
Muscle just bulge out. Yeah, that's the thing that they would do.
He openly had workouts before the fight even happened. When he was doing open workouts, he was smoking joints up there of CBD. his own shit. Yeah. Like, he has a company.
You can't get high on that, can you?
No, you don't get high, but it's like
is it popping
people
vape it.
People vape it. No, it doesn't. It's not illegal. Everyone's starting to he was the ambassador of it.
Oh, okay. I thought it still popped up.
Doing it after fights. He had a vape pen of CBD. He was doing it. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's doing weed." He never got in trouble for it because it wasn't weed. It's just CBD.
The CBD does that do anything for you?
The medical part, yeah, it helps you heal. Helps you.
You see CBD oils and CBD bombs and all that?
I've seen the CBD oils and stuff, but I mean
all that shit.
I make you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
You've used it before?
No.
I have CBD. I have CBD gummies.
You're gonna be out here smoking CBD vapes.
My girl got some gummies. Some CBD
gummies?
Yeah, sure. Something, they're good, but at the same time, it's hard. It's hard to tell when I got the THC still.
Yeah, you got that shit in your system. Yeah.
So
he's like, they're good. They work. I'm like, how do you know?
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
It just.
What about her? What does she?
My CBD levels are higher. I tell you that much. No.
What does she think of him?
She said, "Oh, she said all right."
Yeah.
Same time, it's like she could. Yeah, she can't really tell. I was like, you need to eat more. Eat more gummies.
She's just eating like a whole bag of gummies and shit. She's like, nah, nothing still. He's like, all right, smoke this.
Nah, honestly, that's what I'd honestly recommend. I'm like, fuck the CBD. Just smoke a joint. You'll be good.
Right.
But no, and then the main event, though, to get back to the UFC. Main event, Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic, too.
Right.
The rematch that everybody wanted to happen, but Daniel wanted to fight Brock Lesnar. That fell through, so he's like, all right, I'll give Stipe his chance. So we're waiting for it. Daniel Cormier said he's going to knock him out again. He knows his timing on him. He's like, I didn't know it the first time. Now that I know it, it's going to be easy. Basically, Stipe was talking shit, saying that it was a fluke. The first time, it was like he hit the lottery. You know, I'm gonna get my belt back. These boys put on a motherfucking show. Until
I still see some of this video.
Until Daniel Cormier couldn't take it no more because Stipe looked like Nate Diaz out there. with like not going away, getting caught, which Dan Cormier was catching some hits and not going away either. He was the one that was more active. He was actually winning the fight. But Stipe changed just out of nowhere in the middle of a round. Out of nowhere, just was like, all right, I'm going to catch this body.
Yeah.
And started going for the body until he fucking kept going for that same shot over and over. And then every once in a while go to the top in case he'd catch him trying to cover up on the body. Eventually that fucking kidney shot or something. Daniel couldn't take it no more. Cormier said, I'm going down. And it was over. We got a new champ. Right. I was happy because I was going for Stipe.
You were going for Stipe. Huh?
Yeah, because
you don't like the way John Bones Jones.
Well, if he won, he was going to probably retire. He was saying it already. He was like, "This could be possibly my last fight." And I was like, "Now, if you lose, you're either going to fight Stipe again for a true trilogy, or you're going to fight John Jones for a trilogy of just to do it because you know it's a money making fight that everybody wants to see still. Either way, you can't lose unless you lose."
Even then, you can't lose.
But even then, you can't lose because you bank.
Right.
You know, so he's definitely going to fight again. I feel like he is. I don't know if he's going to hang it up on losing his belt. You know,
he's 40, man,
and Yal Romero's 42 and beating motherfucker like he didn't win, but obviously Yal Romero. All right, but Dan Cormier, he can do
tired,
it again.
Man. He's tired.
He ain't tired. He can do it. He'll do another. He'll probably have one more fight. I think it'll be for one of those, and if he loses, then he'll probably be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
like, I'll
go be a commentator.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing he said. He's like, I already got all these other options. I'm commentating already. He's like, I could just be a fan. So if he does, it's been a hell of a time watching him. I wish we could have seen another John Jones, Dan Cormier. At heavyweight would have been nice, but.
Didn't Deontay Wilder knock out somebody this weekend too?
Did he?
No,
it was a this other dude, someone else, I forgot his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was a top prospect. He fought this dude that used to be his friend, training partner. You know, they're still cool. They talk to each other when they fight because they fight in different organizations. This dude gets a call. The other dude, Kama Worthy is the other guy's name. I forgot the dude Devontae's last name, but that was crazy because that dude gets a call 5 days before the fight. And UFC offers him that fight, like no training camp. He had just fought for his organization earlier in the month, or maybe like a month ago, like before or some shit, like a month or maybe a month and a week or something. So he was just coming off of a fight and gets a call from Dana. Hey, you want to fight this dude? Oh, it's your friend, basically. Yeah, I'll do it. Fucking knocks out the dude. And gets knockout of the night, so he got extra $50,000.
Oh, so he popping now?
Life changing.
Right.
You just stopped a hype train. You might become one now. You know,
right.
If you can back it up and keep winning.
Hey man, never know.
It was good fights.
Shout out to
very
them.
Good fights.
I knew you was watching them, bro, because I drove past Pluckers and I was like, I wonder if Reef was in there.
Not in there though. I was on accounts for many blunts being passed.
Oh, okay. I was about to go to a comedy show, man, and I was like, I seen it on the bars. I was like, oh, there's somebody must be fighting tonight, man. I mean, UFC shit.
It was good. It was definitely good. It was worth the pain,
right?
Especially with that extra $20 to get ESPN Plus.
Yeah, no. And Andrew Yang is he's definitely like a proponent of like MMA fighters and them having like a union and
they need one. They do.
Yeah, he's the only candidate that was like, I care about y'all. You talk to Bernie, Bernie's gonna be like, who?
Who are you talking about?
MMA.
Who's John Jones?
Multimedia? I have a media team.
Dana White?
Yeah. Let's move on, man.
Well, who's that lady? They're like, Dana's not a lady.
All right.
It's a dude.
R. Kelly and the Herp.
Oh, shit.
That's what that says, R. Kelly and herpes.
It does say that.
What's going on with this, man?
Wow.
Oh, this came out of R. Kelly. R. Kelly got he got herp. Didn't they make like kind of a joke with Usher and Same Girl?
Yeah,
they did. That's cool.
Y'all are savages.
They fight the same girl. No,
we knew that this was gonna happen one day.
We did.
Like this was gonna.
It was gonna flare. It was gonna flare up one day.
Oh man!
I got him all day, bro.
You walked into that one.
I got him all day.
No, just how do you make a song called "The Same Girl"? A couple years ago, Usher comes out. They talking about he got herpes, and then R. Kelly, Same Girl. I mean, the stars aligned perfectly. You know,
charges been piling up, time been piling up, accounts been draining.
Yeah.
Now this.
he probably been had it though for a long time.
Probably.
Yeah, for years.
He's probably he's one of the carriers.
What if he had it and he was just
He's passing it
It's
on.
all good. Just don't worry about it.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if he did that.
Oh, neither.
Yeah.
Look at what else he's done.
God damn, R. Kelly. What the fuck, bro?
He's out of there. So it's like, I wouldn't put it past him. He's already.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I just like talk about a fall from grace.
It was all good till it wasn't.
I'm not saying he's got I'm not talking about it's a fall from grace because he has herpes. I'm not saying that because everyday people catch
That's
it.
just the cherry on top. for his fall.
I'm just like, bro, like, what the hell were you out here doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn.
You were the man at one point. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Listen, in the future, in like the year 3022,
kids learn from this shit.
Be going through this
3022.
Yes. When niggas are
dead,
we're gonna be dead. But niggas are gonna be uploading the internet into their brain. They're gonna come across the R. Kelly chapter, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck happened here?"
This was bad.
They're gonna be uploading that shit in their brain like the Matrix and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, stop, pause, rewind."
Gotta know what's happening.
R. Kelly, did you guys read that?
Did you hear about this R. Kelly guy?
Yo,
Robert Kelly.
Listen to this song. It's amazing. How did he do this? Yeah, watch. They're gonna be fucked up in 3022. Let's move on to 3 6 Mafia, Riffa's favorite rap group of all time.
It's the backdoor herpes with 3 6 Mafia. Jesus
all right, we
Christ.
can segue.
Jesus
it's not
Christ.
even a segue. I'll just
No,
go a different direction and come back if you want.
That should have just it should have been in a different category by itself.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay, you want to talk about PlayStation?
disease. Disease should have been the category for R. Kelly.
What's going on PS5? Let's go. Let's move.
No,
on.
we can go.
Apparently that
3-6. I was
motherfucker gonna be
just fucking around. It's not that offensive. All right.
Okay.
I'm all right with it.
Okay.
It was just Jesus. 3 6 Mafia is supposedly getting that back together. Honestly, you're giving me the news because
Yes.
you told me that,
shows.
and my first reaction. I'll tell you my first reaction when you told me. My first reaction was
screaming?
not the same. That's my
This
first
is not the
reaction.
full 3 6.
It's not. It ain't gonna have Coops the nigga. They ain't gonna have Lord Infamous. It's not gonna be the same. You can't have fillers. Project Pat's not a filler. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they can do the Unbreakables.
They're supposed to.
They can't do Tear the Club Up Thugs though. No, Unbreakables was with Lord Infamous.
They better do Tear the Club.
What was one after that?
The only one was Last to Stand, and that was Juicy J and DJ Paul by themselves.
They can do Last to Stand.
With Gangsta Boo on the side and Crunchy Black, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same because they weren't on that album. So how are they going to do that? They're just going to be their hype man.
You going to pick the mic
Hype
up
woman.
and get on stage?
They're gonna have to make do.
They're going
Listen,
to have to.
if Gangsta Boo, Project Pat, and Crunchy Black, and Juicy J and DJ Paul get up there and say "Tear the Club Up," it'll sound like how it sounded when they.
The only way I think this would work, now that I think about it, is which they may. I think Lord Infamous did. If they have kids that rap as well, and I think Lord Infamous did have a son that raps also.
Yeah.
If that's the only, and they'd have to spit their parents' verse. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I think it would work. Like paying tribute.
I think if you're looking for like the triple OG 360, yeah. But I think if you're looking for like Gotta Stay Fly 36,
Yeah, you can get that still.
right.
I'm not gonna lie,
Which is when they got like their
that's what I'm
big-
looking for anyway. But
Right.
You're gonna pay homage to the ones who passed when their verses come on, or because I'd hate like a concert. Like I'd hate for them to cut it off because they're not here anymore. It's like
They're probably going to pay. If they're good classic verses, they're probably going to let them ride.
let them run. I'm gonna admit you're not nearly as surprised, as excited as I thought you would be.
because it's.
I was like, oh man, he's gonna be thrilled.
Yeah.
It's
Can't wait to put this in the group
No,
chat.
he won 93, 3-6.
I want 9394.
They got 3 shows this year. Then there's supposed to be more in 2020, but they're also going to be performing with Bone Thugs and DMX.
See, now I'm a little more excited
That's an interesting lineup.
because it is because you got my boy DMX. What?
Yeah. When is that?
There's 3 shows this year. One in October. I forget what the other 2 were. I think one's in Tennessee, one's in Mississippi. No, one's in Atlanta.
Oh, so they're
one's
not
in
like
Mississippi.
full tour.
Not yet, at least.
There's one in Texas.
I don't think. Not in 19. There's not.
I would like to see a DMX, Bone Thugs, and Harmony in 3-6.
I would go check that out.
Yeah, most def.
Oh, that's quality music right there. Like memories, like great shit.
Who's the headliner?
3-6.
It has to be 3-6 if they're
No,
organizing.
I think it's because I think it's theirs. So
Organizing
they have
it.
to be.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I think they have to be. But
Got it. All right, well, yeah, shout out to 3-6 Mafia, even though this isn't what Riffa truly wants, but shout out to them.
I'm a little picky. Like I'm a diehard old school fan with 3-6, so it's like to me, it was the closest they got was when they did the Mafia 6, that reunion album, or 2 albums or a couple mixtapes as well in there. When they had that, the only person missing was Juicy J, and
are they gonna give Juicy J his own set?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Juicy J came back for a track for Body Parts, for like the new Body Parts song, which that's like like everybody in the squad, and that was the closest that I was excited. I was happy. It had the vibes, the music of old school. They had music. They had a track with Bone Thugs and Harmony, with 2 of them, Busy and Crazy, but shit was great right then. That would have been the perfect time. And they started doing reunion, their tours and shit, but still didn't have Juicy J there because he was with Wiz. So he couldn't really just leave that and go over here like he's back with them. Now they're trying to do it. I'm like, y'all are like a few years too late. Like if Juicy J would have been able to come back with that, and they would have just stayed 3-6 Mafia and not did a Mafia 6 because they couldn't be 3-6 without Juicy. Right now, you're saying 3-6 Mafia is like, if they couldn't be 3-6 Mafia without Juicy J, how can they be 3-6 Mafia without Koopsta and Lord? You'd have to be a whole nother brand, another name. You know, they did the Mafia 6 because they couldn't. They weren't without Juicy. Now they're trying to run with them, but now they're down to other people. I don't know. Right. It's not as exciting, but I'd love to see it still.
For sure. Lil Brother is dropping a new album. Is that why you got him on here?
Yeah, just 'cause I was scrolling through as we were writing on that.
Right.
So
I'm interested in hearing that. I thought Lil Brother I always thought they were like a good duo.
Yeah.
They don't really get the respect. They're Drake's favorite group. Even though
he always finds a way to bring Drake in the podcast,
and he always looks directly at you when he says it.
I'm saying, dog.
Always, like look at the screen will always show that. Like
I'm just saying, man.
Drake's favorite
OVOU,
group.
you over here?
Okay,
I'm just saying, he always finds a way.
Nah,
but why not?
Nah,
he's always here.
Exactly. Why not? Oh,
he's always here.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah. He's always here. He said,
why not?
I believe this is gonna be a good album, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. Let's move on to Nate Dogg, man. Nate Dogg, the legend. His birthday just passed. What day was that? Today?
Rest
it's today.
Peace.
50.
Today, Monday.
Peace, my man.
He would have been 50 years old, man. So RIP to Nate Dogg, man. A legend. Man. There'll never be another Nate Dogg, man.
Never. Only
one Nate Dogg. I know this buddy out here, Black Toppin out here, like, yo, that's the new Nate. And I'd be like, nah.
I didn't say that.
Award G gonna smack you.
I knew literally never said it.
Oh shit!
I think the closest thing we got to Nate Dogg, and it's not being biased because I'm from Texas and we just used to hearing them. I guess the closest to them would be like Trade of Truth or Zero. That'd be like the closest to someone, not necessarily a Nate Dogg style, but took the vocals and the rapping kind of like Nate Dogg would do. But they definitely didn't have the same styles. But that's the closest. I mean, nobody else can come close.
I would say Ty Dolla $ign, not because of like he sounds like him, but for what he's been used for in the rap game.
Okay, you're saying like, based off of that. Okay.
Yeah, Nate Dogg would be in the same
used.
place
like
where
that.
where Ty Dolla $ign is right now. Where it's just like, bro, I don't
he
know
was
why
the feature guy.
He was, and he always had like a fire hook.
Yeah,
until the album dropped, and then people were like, "Man, I don't want to hear that."
And people always talk about Ty though. It's like, man, he always has these great features, and
right.
They just never get behind his projects the same way. But
the same way,
I like that. It sounds different, but the usage is very similar.
Very similar. Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Nate Dogg, man. We miss you, man.
The game misses you.
Let's move on to PS5.
Okay.
Black Tide has got the first exclusive PS5.
Yes, he does.
He has to try it out on market. Mm-hmm. How's it play?
It's pretty good, actually. Crisp, quick load, very quick loading. Decent amount of memory. Pleased with the graphics. Controller feels good.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Buttons aren't too spongy. You hate that.
No delays.
All right, man, shut up, man. You got no damn PS5.
No glitches.
I actually have an Xbox, but it's
Are you Xbox over PlayStation?
Boo. Got a bad
Xbox.
got a bad taste.
Click
in my
on old
mouth.
heads, man. Old heads always pick PlayStation.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what? No,
It's
because I
true.
know I have some old head friend people our age.
Because
that-
PlayStation was
they're
first.
Xboxers, and I'm like, people our age. Hey man, you should get it. I'm like, nah. Still
PlayStation was first. That's
Remember
why.
when PlayStation 1 came out and it was like, can't nobody touch this shit. Nobody was fucking with that shit.
And you know what? And I
Dreamcast had a
wanted
disc,
to. I kind
Yeah,
of
they did.
fought against that. I was one of the ones that didn't want to admit it at first. I was like,
you
I'm
ever wanna be
Nintendo
anything at first?
64 because hey, I was still GoldenEye, all that shit. And I was like, Nintendo's gonna still winning this bitch.
Yo, this is how
PlayStation
you was
took
with the
off like a
cloud.
motherfucker.
So I put them onto the cloud.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
Why you be trying to hold on to the?
I don't like change.
Yeah, that's what it is. You don't like change, dog.
No, but I put it on there because I wanted to ask Riffa because I know he's going to get one when it drops.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I don't want the bugs.
They're
They
saying
always
this
have
thing's going to be
fucking
running
bugs
like
and glitches.
500 to 600.
I would expect that.
500 or 600.
I actually would expect that.
It's not
actually.
actually as bad.
I thought you
as-
were about to say something like 900. Nah. To be totally honest.
I'm like, Jesus, it's not a phone. Let's
Whoever thought
think
that
about
day
it.
would
Phones
come?
are being we're paying more
Whoever
for
thought
phones.
that day would come?
Yeah,
More than a PlayStation.
yeah. Think about that.
you
That's
remember-
why I
do you
said
remember
Two times as
Do you
much.
remember when the
twice as
PlayStation?
much.
What was the two? That was
PS2?
two. Which one was the one that was 200?
I think it was.
The
That
first
had
time
to
it was
be the
200.
PS2.
I think it was the PS2.
PS2?
First
Niggas
Remember
was
it came out and
tripping.
remember it was
'Cause
black
3 was-
and you could stand it up or
Right.
lay down and people were like,
Niggas was like 200.
Yeah, we were mad, and then we still paid for it.
Yeah.
And
I
then we got
remember
more
the-
mad when PS3 came out, and they was
Yeah.
fucking like the top of the line one was like 600.
the 360,
That's right.
that black Xbox 360
Like-
was like $299. People thought they were going to lose their minds.
I got
Yeah.
that top of the
Yeah.
line one.
Oh, the PS3.
The last generation of the last ones of the first generation. Like I didn't get it right when it came out, but I got one of those that had the extra slots for memory cards and
you
all
got a
that shit.
PS4? do you?
Huh? Not
You don't
PS4. I didn't get. I skipped out on PS4 because I helped pay for my nieces and I just play on hers.
Oh, so you got a PS4?
So I kind of do. I got games and I kind of do.
Okay.
I kind of do, but I kind of don't. It's not at my house.
Reef has a Switch.
No. I still fucks with my PS3 because I still got a shitload of games and I got the Move and you know.
What about
All
new
right.
games?
It's been. I've been busy with fucking life. I haven't been able to fucking play games.
Oh, you haven't been playing video games?
Not as much. Yeah, that's why I didn't get a PS4.
You know what happens, man?
I only get a.
You get a woman?
Got in a home now,
Yeah.
like moving into a house, like bills,
You like,
all that
I
shit.
might sit down and play some games. She's like, Riffa!
Movie time? Is it dinner? This was like,
Do you have to get on it now?
now what it is yeah, I just don't have enough time that I wish I did.
Sorry,
as
bro.
much. But when I do, go to my parents' place, you know what I'm saying, and get on my niece's system. I got the Call of Duties, I had Far Cry, or not had, I have. Got a
Video
few
game
games,
culture is
downloaded
crazy,
ones,
bro.
yeah.
Like, it's
fucking crazy as fuck.
serious.
Hell yeah.
I really want to go to
miss it.
E3, and I
fucking missed this.
but I
Fucking,
haven't
I was on
played
it
video
hard.
games since PS2, to be honest with you.
Like-
And I would really like to go to E3 and just be in that shit.
Oh, I would too.
I still pay attention to the culture a little bit, just kind of see what's going on, but I don't play video games.
I fucking miss that shit.
You know what?
Like,
Look, if we can kind of... This segues into something I was thinking about the other day.
oh.
Because, summer's winding down. People going back to school.
Yeah.
Depending on where y'all are in the country, the world, whatever. Some
true.
people start already. I think around here starts next week.
Mhm.
But I was going home for work, and I was thinking, like, damn. I remember, like, the good old days. Back when you were in high school latest, right? When summer was, like, the best time. Because what do you sleep in? Your parents are going to work or whatever.
Game
back whatever.
all
Then
day, night.
you're old enough to be home alone, so it's like you and your brother. It's like
Just wilding.
don't tear the
While
house
your
up.
mom
Don't-
and dad is
exactly.
at work.
While you sleep late, you wilding.
Yeah.
Eat.
Eating cereal.
What do you
like
do?
2 o'clock.
What do you do? You
Eating
just hang out with
candy.
your friends,
Right.
playing video games.
Right.
You end up
Just did basic house shit.
exactly
Yeah, yeah.
basic
You
house
did too
stuff.
much.
Go out.
You lounged. You basically
Yeah.
Hang out
lounged.
with your friends.
Dog,
maybe
that
you got
shit
a
was
little.
so fucking
Maybe you got a
easy,
little
bro.
summer crush. You
Fuck
know
yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
was
Like
Right. Stay on the phone.
Get on the
Stay on
phone
the
here and there.
phone.
Yeah, that's
you end up hanging out with somebody you really hang out with during the school year.
Yeah.
You end up hanging out every day during the summer. You're like, damn.
She got a sister, and her sister
word.
listening to y'all talking on the phone.
Exactly.
She's like, Quaisha, get off the damn phone.
Be sleeping till 1 o'clock every day.
Right. Yeah. Just playing video games and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen.
It was a good time.
Bro, we'll never
Great
get that
time.
again. Ever.
We'll never get that.
The
That's
only way
never
we'll
gonna
get that
happen
again is if we get
hit the lottery.
wealthy.
Yeah, hit the lottery, make money.
We have to have $300 million in the bank to live
that life again.
Even then, it's still. Even then, it's still
Comfortably.
different. Even then, it's still different because even if you were gonna pay someone to do all the things you don't want to do, you still gotta think. I got $300 million. Like, damn, I gotta pay someone to wash that car.
Right.
I gotta pay someone to mow this grass.
Damn, taxes hit again.
I gotta pay somebody to put gas in that car.
Right.
I gotta pay someone to bring this food in the house. I'm hungry.
That's
I gotta
true.
pay, it's never the same.
Now,
you had no responsibilities back
now who do
then.
I have
we
to fight
was-
against as Kratos next?
We was really
different.
bitching too about shit.
Yeah.
Yo, why I gotta clean the room? I'm tired of cleaning the room. Like,
Think about
leave
it.
my room alone.
Your mom asked so little in return.
So fucking little, bro.
I'll ask.
Yo,
Clean your room.
can
Nah,
you
keep it
the
clean.
You and your
bathroom up?
brother vacuum, clean his bathroom,
Yeah, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
take the chicken out.
Yeah,
That's
it.
all I ask.
Thaw it out.
And
I
you be
need it
mad
thawed,
as hell,
yeah.
like, my mom tripping.
She want me to take the
She
chicken out.
always wants me to do things.
Think about it. You don't. Now you think about. Imagine if you had to keep the AC as low as you like it all day because someone else is home and you can't raise it. Think about what that does to your bill.
Oh yeah,
That's why it's
You
not.
think about that
that's why
stuff
it's
back
not
then.
down
Now
low.
you're like, whoo.
yeah. No,
hey.
I was talking about Pops. I was just like, yeah, man. I've been like, doing these things to like cut my. Like, really, he was like, you weren't doing that shit when you was over here.
But yeah, but
Damn, right.
I realized you were telling the truth when you told me.
Yeah.
Well, that's you.
Life
You
gets
had that
hard as
moment,
an
man.
adult.
Okay, I get it, nigga. Shit.
That first moment of clarity you have when you feel your parents on that, you're like, I understand now.
Yeah.
I saw someone tweet this the other day and I thought it was pretty funny. I actually called my mom after I read it. She's like, I'm at that stage of life where I understand why my mom acted like she was going to die if she stopped one more time before she went home.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I get it. Let me call my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I love you, Mom.
Shouts out to our parents, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to our
We were
parents.
just ungrateful little fucking twats.
Really?
Don't stop listening to us, but after we're done, call your parents.
Yeah, call your mom. All right, let her know.
Push pause. We'll wait.
Tell them you sorry for leaving the door open with the AC on.
Tell her you're sorry for being mad at her for when she said there's spaghetti at the house.
You should have been happy with that spaghetti.
Shit.
There's nothing wrong with that spaghetti.
Don't, tell her you're sorry for getting mad when she said we got food at the house.
Yep.
And you couldn't get McDonald's. All right.
And apologize for eating half the groceries the same day she bought them.
Oh, you are. Listen.
And apologize for not bringing in the groceries and putting them away.
Exactly.
Getting
right.
the attitude.
Right,
You
give
got,
it attitude.
Getting
you
mad.
call me
Like,
outside.
Nigga, you interrupted me playing fucking
Playing
video
Madden?
games?
I was playing Madden. I'm online, Mom.
Why do you need to go grocery shopping for? Meanwhile, nigga just eating big ass bowl of cereal.
Yep. It was like, do you know who bought that cereal? That cereal was once in one of these bags that
Eating
I'm
like
bringing
half
in.
the box, drinking half the milk one night.
Yeah.
My mama used to call and be like, I'm gonna be home in 5 minutes. You and your brother need to be ready to bring these groceries aside.
Yep.
And you're right. I'd be like, oh, can't believe it.
Your life is over, right? Like,
Can I go at commercial?
just think about it. That was your motherfucking stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your stress.
Yeah.
That was like.
Do you know how
pinnacle
happy I
angry.
would get groceries out
now Is
to
that-
not do shit?
to not do shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Rest
To
of the
be
day's
doing that
yours.
other shit. I wouldn't complain once.
Oh man,
Once.
man.
That was when you started learning. That was when you're in training for the whole, Team One trip.
right. Yeah.
So I ain't walking back to this car.
That's exactly
That's when it
Yeah.
started.
That's exactly when the training
You say,
started.
he's like, I'm
That is
going
started.
3
Yo.
trips. That's it.
Yo,
Max.
how many bags can I fit on 10 fingers? Okay.
And 2 arms.
Right.
You got the motherfuckers lined up on here. and
I
then
got
you're
4
holding
bags
them.
on each finger. Okay.
Exactly.
It's like a
Heavy ass shit too.
it's like the strongman competition
Damn,
and shit.
What's on? Y'all, you got 3 jugs of milk?
No,
Oh shit! Goddamn.
So this one got laundry detergent in it.
Okay, can't carry that one.
Yo, why we got the car? Did you buy a car battery? Don't worry, I'm gonna get all this shit.
Oh shit. That's just funny.
Oh man, shout out to our youths, man,
And our parents.
Oh yeah, and our parents, man, for real. Let's move on, man.
Time to get some ignorance.
Well, I guess for that first one, we just an advertisement for the reaction video.
Yeah. We talked about we did a reaction to Doja Cat's watermelon video, Juicy.
The watermelon. Yeah, you're stuck on that watermelon. part of it, but yeah, it's juicy.
It's watermelon. Who doesn't like watermelon?
Why not? Juicy watermelon. Let's put it together because that's what it is.
How old is Doja Cat?
You think I would know, but
Yo, that's the love of your life.
We got Megan Thee Stallion over here. We got Doja Cat over there.
I'm Doja Cat too. You talking about?
Don't forget Rihanna.
Oh, Matt.
Don't forget Rihanna. She's 23.
She's 23. Okay.
She has a birthday in October.
Okay. Growing up.
Oh God.
Man. But yeah, go check out our reaction to watching
Doja
video.
Cat.
Listen, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion. Who's the other chick that be online? The light skinned chick. Kind of.
They be on what?
Be online. She be with Tiana Trump. She been with her a lot lately.
Not Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner.
You are talking about her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tiana Trump. All four of them.
Okay.
Walk in. They say, hey, we're looking for Black Todd. And we're looking for a good time. You just gonna be like, nah. Or you gonna be like, choo choo!
They were in a train on me?
I think I know the answer. I think I know the answer if that's what you're getting at.
I'm not gonna be on the podcast that week.
You're gonna be worn the fuck out.
Nigga, I'm not either. Shit. But yeah, shout out to Doja Cat.
I'm going on my IG Live.
We'll be hitting cams
Everyone
everywhere.
watch this.
Okay, let's talk about Vince Staples. Vince Staples for the culture.
So bad.
Choo choo. What the fuck am I doing, dog?
Choo choo.
I'm fucking sick. All right, let me
Yeah,
tell you
you
something,
are.
bro.
That was from the mind of UU.
I'm fucking disgusted. All right.
You know what he thinks about? Role playing in his own
Vince
mind.
Staples has a new TV show that's coming out. I seen the trailer for it.
Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting. Yeah. It's interesting because it starts off like Vince in a car. You just kind of hear him talking in the car, and he's talking to two kids. But he's talking to him like he's like, "Yo, get out in the streets and sell my dough." That's how he's kind of like talking. But then the camera pans to the kids, and there's like two kids with like boxes of candies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, get." What does he say? He's like, "I get out of my car." He was like, and closes softly too.
Yep.
It looks interesting. It looks entertaining. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's
funny.
like,
Vince is really funny, and his delivery when he says these things very matter of factly,
right?
The way he talks, I think this will be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't really know what he's going for, man. I don't know if it's going to be like a show like a Issa Rae type show, or this is going to be like a talk show. I don't know what it is, or a sketch show. I don't really know what's going on. So, but yeah, it's coming out soon. So,
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, you know, Vince Staples is going to have us. Hoes need
laughing.
abortions.
I'm gonna say like that lady did.
Oh shit, that was hilarious.
That was
Good
hilariously controversial.
Upset.
Yeah, so shout out to Vince Staples. I forget what the show's called, but I think it's called the Vince Staples Show.
The Vince Staples Show.
That's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see.
August 22nd.
August 22nd.
August 22nd.
On what?
Good question.
Go ahead. I'll find it. I'll come
Hulu,
back to you.
YouTube, title.
Definitely not.
Is that shit coming out on Apple Music,
Title exclusive.
I don't think so.
Apple TV, or whatever? Let me find. He got a Disney check. This nigga's on a Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
But yeah, man, it looks like it'll be a pretty interesting show, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's at Disney Plus.
While we're waiting on that, Danny Brown.
He has a show on VICELAND.
What is Danny Brown show about?
It looks like he just has these different guests on their it's like Danny Brown's house or whatever house, and like in there bullshitting, talking and all. I think ASAP Rocky's on one of the episodes.
Yeah, I did see something with that with like him, and I seen like something that I don't know if it came out yet or whatever. But so it's Danny Brown's house. He's just kind of Haven't we seen like a show like this?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the past?
Where it's his house. And you
Not Danny Brown's house, actually, but like
a set.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the weird set with the... Yo, let's talk about whatever.
I think we have.
I feel like we've seen these shows back in like the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to Danny Brown. I guess he's just done with rap, huh?
Maybe. That type of feel, that type of show.
Word. Is he done with rap?
Could
I don't know.
Y'all ever Danny Brown fans?
He had like 3-4 songs that I actually really liked back before, but
He dropped a really long discography. He came back to 3 or 4.
I mean, now I don't even recognize the dude. He had a different haircut. He fixed his teeth. Like, I don't know what's going on.
A different haircut?
Yeah, remember you said like that
He's not
weird,
the same
like,
person.
yeah, he's not at all. He looks very different.
Right. What about you? You were...
I can't say. Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't into him.
I was mad.
I tried to get into him. I don't know why people liked him, but...
Not these guys.
It just didn't do it for me.
I already know I'll have to watch the show for all of us, but
I'll probably check out the show, man. Real talk. For real. But yeah, man, shout out to Danny Brown, though, man. We'll see, because VICELAND needs some help over there, man. Maybe Danny Brown can give them the spark that they kind of need to kind of rejuvenate, man. Because I don't think Action Bronson is doing it anymore. I think people got tired of him. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, yeah. Damn, this nigga like a regular nigga now.
right? Very different.
It does look different.
Looks a little professional almost.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny Brown. That throws off the rap image, man. You know what I mean?
It does.
Completely.
Yeah. I don't really got too much for reviews, man. I mean, the only thing that I listened to was the Little Boss EP, which was just really like an extension of his last album. Yeah. Wasn't really much happening there. I didn't listen to Blueface or Trippie Redd. I did listen to Ferg one time through, and I didn't listen to Snoop or Young Thug. I did listen to Rick Ross, and that was about it.
I listened to Young Thug. I'm not going back. Don't ask me. I did listen to Snoop. Listen to
From
Ferg.
what I did hear from Snoop,
yeah, y'all like the snippets though. We
we played
play
about
it?
five or six snippets of from the album. It sounds really good. I like the direction that
I like
Snoop
the
is
vibes
in.
it gives.
Yeah, I like the energies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed Snoop's project. Ferg, okay, it's cool. You know, I forgot about Boz. I didn't listen to that one. I wasn't gonna listen to Blueface. And I listened to Port of Miami too.
Ferg has some. I don't really know what's going on with Ferg because I don't feel like this is an album. I don't feel like he was.
That was only 9 tracks.
It was like this last one. It wasn't. It was just kind of like just some songs to throw out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not bad, but that first track, he's just like talking with a really high pitched voice. I was like, all right, what are you doing over here, bro?
Yeah, those Ferg ad-libs are always interesting.
Yeah, but they've definitely made the ad-libs like a main part of his style.
Absolutely, by far.
So it's like a Jim Jones type thing? You know Jim Jones, that's like
I can't even say that. I can't even say that.
No.
But the Get At Me Dog remix kind of vibe was a lot better hearing it with the collection of songs than when I heard it just
by itself.
By itself, yeah. I was just like, why y'all touching this? Leave it alone. But I liked it though. Yeah. All in all, I like the last track. I like some of the last tracks on there too, man.
This song, is it Wham? I think is the name of the song. I really like that song.
Who's on it? Does it have Ty Dolla $ign on it?
No. I don't think so. Not on that one. Let me pull it up.
Made in Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I really like that one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Check it out.
I actually like the Wig song. The Wig.
Wigs on the floor.
I actually like Wigs on the floor because it's just ratchet as hell.
It is.
I appreciate ratchet from time to time.
It's necessary at times.
It's definitely necessary.
It's needed.
It's definitely needed. But yeah, that was
I didn't listen to any of those.
So you want to go into Rick Ross a little bit? Because we didn't review that.
Yeah, give me a little bit since y'all talked about it. Since y'all heard it, basically,
I didn't do the deep dive. To me, this felt like, and we kind of touched on this before. The lines are very blurred nowadays between what's an album, what's a mixtape, what's just a project that got released. in a little more old school sense, this felt more like a Raw's mixtape than an album.
It really did, man.
I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it.
Song selection.
So it's supposed to be an album, though.
It's supposed to be an album.
It's supposed to be an important. And see, here's
because it's Port of Miami too.
Yeah,
I almost want to say I don't like when they put 2 on classic albums of their own.
Straight up, yeah.
Like, because I felt the same way when the documentary 2 came out from Game.
Yeah.
I was very excited. I was like, this is not even close.
But it's going to live up. Yeah, does it live up to that?
And then Port of Miami.
That's because he didn't have Dre there.
Only Dr. Dre did that. With
Chronic, just like, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I guess it just kind of depends, man, because
actually,
it worked for Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
It does.
Because Carter 1 was, I remember when Carter 1 came out, it was fucking bananas.
It's because he backed
You're in a
Carter 2, though. You know,
that's what I'm trying to say. It worked. It worked like it was like Carter 1. Carter 2 was something completely different.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't completely different as far as like content.
No.
It's been the same old Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Pussy.
But it's still a little bit different though because he didn't stray from it though.
I felt like the sound of the Carter 1 was completely different to the Carter 2. And I know that at that time period, I remember like conversations happening. People were like, "Oh, it's not that good. It doesn't have Manny Fresh." You know what I'm saying? I remember conversations like that happening. But that's actually the thing that took
to the next level.
To the next level. It doesn't always work though. You know what I'm saying?
Just not on Carter 3 though.
And you're right. It was like Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4. It was kind of whatever. With this,
what would you say about Blueprint?
Blueprint 1 was amazing, even though that there was some things there were some issues with it, with the Blueprint 1.
Yeah.
Like, there was 2 songs I was just like the Ola Oviedo.
Yeah, it could have been left off, that one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like a part of this classicness.
It didn't mesh with the rest.
Yeah, that one I was like, chigga, that nigga, chigga.
The beat was dope.
It was cool, but it just didn't flow with like.
It didn't flow the fluidity of
it. Wasn't
album.
Heart of the City. Yeah. It wasn't all those classic. You know what I'm saying? But the album as a whole was quality, and I
fillers
just
for people who wanted that.
Right.
You know, a little bit.
Like, what do you feel about them being like
but
2 and a 3?
Blueprint 2. I mean, I was excited for Blueprint 2. To be honest with you, those first like 3 or 4 tracks, I was like, oh, this is fire. Of course, as we get further along, I was like,
1, yeah. It's hard to live up to 1.
I don't want to say it didn't live up to it because it was definitely heightened levels of JAY-Z rap on there. Yeah. It was just too bloated. They could have shaved a lot of that shit off. Blueprint 3, I'm kind of up in the air with Blueprint 3. It's not my favorite Blueprint.
Yeah.
I like some of it, you know what I'm saying? But like Port of Miami 2, like for this much time to go between like your first album and then who knows, probably
essentially your part 2 of that.
Right. I mean, this is like at the end. I won't say it. This is probably at the end of Ross's career. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for that again, and I don't feel like he tapped into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he just gave us more of.
He just continued what he's been doing.
Yeah.
It feels like someone made a Rick Ross playlist, but it's just songs we hadn't heard before.
So basically, it almost seems, from what I'm getting, is like he didn't go and study his whole album to kind of get that kind of vibe.
It definitely doesn't have the same energy.
So,
but I'm going to say this. There are some really good fucking songs on there.
Yeah, I bet
like
there
good
is.
Rick Ross songs.
And good beats and everything. I mean, beat quality-wise, beats are great.
The first part of the album was a little more radio friendly, except for track 2 and the track with Gunplay. Throw those out. The first kind of half of the album was a little more radio friendly. As you get a little bit more in there, you get like the better like Rick Ross tracks or whatever. But
he finishes the race.
Yeah, he finishes strong. But I just didn't really. I just didn't feel like this was Port of Miami. This should have just been like another title, like you said, a mixtape. Like when he dropped Black Dollar, which was a mixtape. That's what it was. You know what
if he'd have just named it something else, I think the reception would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the man's dropped so many different mixtapes and albums. It's like, not to take away from, if he had named it something else, I feel like people would have just felt better about it. But calling it Port of Miami 2,
you got a lot to live up. Put this
expectation in people's heads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, maybe
I mean, how do you do that? How do you make that again?
That's what I'm saying. I'm at the point now where I'm thinking, people don't do that.
Because you can't make Hustling again.
No, you can't.
You can't make Push It again. Right? I mean, you could make Push It again, but it's just not going to have the same energy.
Same effect.
No.
Nah.
Rick Ross is a different dude from when he first came out.
Completely.
He is. And as he should be.
Right.
Not saying like,
that's why he's still in the game.
Changed. Like, no. You changed in a way you should have changed.
He did change. He elevated, but I do feel like he reached like a plateau, like a peak, and then he's just kind of been there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Rick Ross could like elevate any further.
Yeah.
Not to say that's a bad thing, but in order for Rick Ross to like elevate further, I don't know what he would need to do at this point.
But that's
like rap like Kendrick. Get Kendrick
that's a real observation though, because it's unrealistic to think that everyone in the game is just going to keep rising. Everyone has a ceiling.
Yeah, that's true.
Even Hov has a ceiling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like he hasn't. There's a certain point where he just hasn't gone past like lyrically, where it's just like, yo, what the fuck is he doing with these words? Like, you know what I mean. But now it's become more of like what he's saying than how he's saying. Before it was just like, yo, look at all these styles. Like he's crazy with it. Now it's like, yo, I'm just saying the bars won't even be that intricate, but they'll be extremely. It's like when like George Foreman is like 55 years old. It's like, yo, get your old ass out of here. But if he catch you, he might put you in the hospital. Yeah. It's kind of like that. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's what it's morphed into with Jay-Z. I don't really know what that is. I don't feel like Rick Ross is morphing into that though. Like I don't feel like
thought you were gonna go. Like your analogy was gonna hit the George Foreman grill or some shit, and I was like, "Where are you going with this?" And I was like, "Okay, thank you." That's what I thought. Really,
get that chicken sandwich.
The spicy chicken sandwich.
I mean, it was cool though, man. Just like you said, it feels like more of a mixtape than it does an album, man. To be honest with you, and
kind of disappointing.
Listen, there's some good songs on there.
Yeah, not that I ain't gonna check it out. It's just disappointing that it just
there's some high quality Rick Ross songs on it. Even on his mixtapes, there was always high quality.
Yeah, there always is.
Yeah,
he always has.
There's a song with Nipsey on there. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, he has I wasn't really listen. What do you think about the Maybach music?
It wasn't my favorite Maybach music of the Maybach music.
What's your favorite Maybach music?
The one with Drake, right?
They don't have a
no.
There's no one.
The remix with Drake.
Was that what y'all heard though?
Yeah,
I thought that was exclusive to me.
That?
Yeah,
who leaked that? Hold on, let me see.
Maybach Music 1 is I think the one that had Jay-Z.
Now,
I think so.
Maybach Music 2, I think that's the one that had like
which one had T-Pain on it?
T-Pain.
I think that was my favorite one.
That's the one that had Kanye on it too.
That was 2.
Martin, Louis Vuitton. All that starting is gonna ruin you. Yeah. That was one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
And Push. No, that was on 2.
This one had Lil Wayne.
It was 2. That's what it was. Okay.
Here's the thing, though. I was a little upset. No, there was one he had with T.I. too. That was pretty solid. I think that might have been 4. But anyways, man, I wasn't really feeling Lil Wayne on this one.
No.
And not because, I don't know, man. I just feel like we need to throw somebody else on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can we do I feel like with the Maybach, if you're going to feature somebody, you know who would have been good? I feel like Nipsey would have been perfect. Like he did a track with Nipsey. I feel like Nipsey would have been perfect on the Maybach music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been a perfect
fit.
Yeah, perfect fit. Yeah, most def.
I have a Nipsey take too. That reminds me. And this is gone as expected. We've been seeing this as expected. Everyone who's putting out projects is putting their Nipsey verse on the projects.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to make sure people do the verses that they have with this man justice. Mm-hmm. Not saying this one was BS or anything like that. Just, I don't want everyone to be like, that to be the thing next year. Oh, I'm putting my Nipsey verse on this. Like, make sure it's quality. Make sure it makes sense.
Right.
I said, I'm not attacking Ross or anything. I just... a PSA to the game.
I will say this about the Ross album, which there was some things I didn't like about it. I didn't like I wasn't really too fond of the mixing and mastering of it. Nah, man, it just didn't.
That could be part of the reason it felt like a mixtape to you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm listening to it and just certain points with the vocals and everything. I'm just like, yo, this doesn't sound like. It didn't sound like grand.
Yeah,
it's supposed to sound grand. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like
that's like the word to describe how a Rick Ross album is supposed to sound.
Yeah. Right.
Grand.
That's what I'm looking for. Grand. There was a couple songs that were in there that had that.
How many grands?
It was probably like 4 or 5 grand.
Okay.
Songs. Okay. No, it just didn't have the vibe, man. So, but yeah, there's definitely, listen, y'all, I'm being for real. There's definitely some roll the windows down, riding through the city night and jamming some Rick Ross. There's definitely those tracks on there.
Yeah.
Most def. But yeah.
I'm definitely going to check those out.
Yeah. Was there anything else y'all want to get into, man?
No. I guess, we're back, bitches.
We bike. We're gonna wrap it up. We good?
I think
we out of there.
The light's fading.
All right, man. Shit, that's it, y'all. We don't got nothing else. I'm not gonna give that a scale of 1 to 10 because I don't really feel like
we're gonna get back to that scale of 1 to 10 here. Next week?
Yeah, we just get back into the groove, y'all.
Coming out of some shit.
Thank you to everybody that hit us up asking us where we was at. Thank you to everybody that commented on YouTube on our reaction videos. That still subscribe. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to trillmatic.com/YouTube. Make sure you go join the new Facebook group. It is free. You don't have to, pay anything to get in or do any of that. Just go. The link is in the description
below us.
Below.
I'm not telling y'all to do that either. Yeah, it sounds close to what I said. Below us. Below us. Sounds so horrible. Double entendre.
I don't think they heard it.
I don't think they was.
I heard it when I said it.
Oh, shit.
Get my head out together.
Below us.
Think about it.
Below us.
Hey,
that's interesting.
I'm gonna put that in my next verse.
Grape Jelly Gang, let me know if I got any support out there.
No, Grape Jelly Gang is trash, dog. Strawberry Jelly Gang.
Made me spit my water out, bro.
Oh, shit. And that's it, y'all. We're gonna be about this thing. Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm talking about?
Deuces.
Smoke something, bitch. Or a fight go with that.
Episode 177.
In the bag.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.